friends, good morning. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. It's Wednesday. I need to fix my face and put my contacts in. Today's supposed to be a sunny, nice day, and so I'm thinking of taking Hugo out to his little gym today. I do want him to take a nap. And yeah, pretty chill day, nothing too out of the ordinary. Oh, I did want to say thank you to everyone who left super encouraging words on my last weekly vlog about Hugo's sleep and our TTC update. You guys are all so sweet, and it was exactly what I needed to hear. All of you were like, it's just a season, you're doing fine, and Hugo will sleep again, and just keep doing what you're doing. And sometimes you just need to hear that, you just need someone to be like, yep, it's hard, but that's what it is, and it'll be okay. So thank you guys so much. That was again, exactly what I needed to hear. Yesterday, so I'm pretty sure this video is going to be out, the day in the life is going to be up before this vlog, but yesterday I had the craziest reaction to my prenatal vitamins, which has never ever happened before. I took my prenatals. Now granted, did I take my prenatals in the morning? I really don't think so. I'm almost 99.9% sure that I did not take them in the morning. So I took them in the afternoon, and I hadn't eaten a lot in the afternoon. I didn't have a proper lunch, but I did have a little bit to eat, and then I was like, okay, let me take my prenatals, because I know that in the past, if I've taken my vitamins on an empty stomach, I feel nauseous, I feel sick. So I didn't want that to happen. So I ate a little something, took my prenatals, and I started getting I started feeling really hot and itchy, and my face all here started getting really red and itchy and hot. And again, it's never happened to me unless I've taken too many B vitamins before and that's happened. But never just it was so weird. It was so weird. So I'm gonna have breakfast. After I put a little bit of makeup on, I'm gonna have breakfast, and then I'll take my prenatals and see if it happens again. All right. Let's see. I had a pretty big sandwich for breakfast, so I'm feeling very full. Okay, so far so good. So I think it was just because I didn't really eat yesterday, and I did read the back of the bottle, and it says intended to be taken with food. So now we know. Must eat it with food. Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. Hugo and I are hanging out this morning. I have to teach dance a little bit later today. And Jeff and I started watching Succession 2 nights ago. Someone had mentioned that I should try the series The Witcher, being that I am such a sci-fi fantasy fan. I love Game of Thrones, obviously, and Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. And I tried, but you have to tell me, when does The Witcher start getting better? Because I watched the first episode, and Jeff was like, okay, I'll watch 2, because he likes, really good sci-fi. He loves Star Wars, and he loves Game of Thrones. But The Witcher, the first episode, the pilot, is, so convoluted and so hard to understand. And it was just so all over the place. Thank you. That I had to read an article about what it was about to actually get it. Thank you. So, thank you. I started watching the second episode because I want to give it a chance. I really do, because I remember when I first started watching, thank you, Game of Thrones, it took a few episodes to get into it. And I just had to stick with it. And that's what I tell a lot of people who have never seen Game of Thrones or watched the first episode, and they're like, this isn't for me. I'm not going to be for everybody, and that's totally fine. But you got to give it you have to give it a few, thank you, a few episodes, or at least the first season. So let me know, how many episodes of The Witcher do I have to watch? Because everyone's talking about it, and everyone seems to think that it's really good. Thank you. But I don't know, the first episode was brutal to get through. Thank you. But Succession is so good. Oh my gosh, what a great show. Thank you. We only watched the first 2 episodes so far, the first season, but it is so great. And I'm really excited to keep watching it. That's all for right now. Hey guys, it's 2 o'clock. Just finished making myself and Hugo some lunch. It's been a bit of a busy, crazy day. I've been super busy with, while he was napping, with like computer stuff. And then we are going to Arizona, surprise! Yeah, we found out we're gonna go to Arizona in March for a few days to visit Jeff's parents. I'm so excited, so excited. But now like my brain is involuntarily just like going through like all of the things to start thinking about, like how are we gonna keep Hugo? And granted, he'll have his own airplane seat, which is great. I think that's gonna make such a huge difference. But just like going through all the like, what am I gonna bring on the flight to keep him occupied? And do we have those things? And I need toddler headphones. And are we gonna bring a car seat, or will I buy one and ship it to his parents? And like all those things, you know. So if you have any toddler travel hacks or tips or anything that you like by far love when traveling with a toddler, or you know someone who has like made a video or a blog post or whatever, definitely let me know down in the comments below. I don't have headphones for him, so if you have a pair of toddler headphones that you love, again, let me know. Yeah, I don't feel like anxious about it. I just feel like, okay, this is a lot to think about, and if I start thinking about it now, I think we'll be good. So it's also just a lot of traveling in the next few months, right? Because we're going to London at the end of February. Then the following weekend is Hugo's second birthday. And then the following weekend, we're going to Arizona. So it's just, it'll be a lot those few weeks, but it'll be fun. I'm just trying to like stay as light-hearted about it all as possible, like no stress. Because one of my 2020 goals was to travel more. So this is that. All right, I'm going to feed Hugo some more lunch. I'm teaching dance tonight, so Jeff should be home in a few hours, and I'll head out. Whoa, it's a family affair at the dance studio. That's bright, huh? Hey guys, how cute was Hugo last night? So after I finished talking to you guys at home, what ended up happening was I got asked to sub some classes at the dance studio, and we were able to make it work with Jeff's work schedule. And so I brought Hugo to the dance studio, and Jeff met me there, and Hugo got to play. And last time he was there, he got really overwhelmed by the amount of people and kids that were there. But this time he didn't, which was great. And he had a lot of fun just like running around in the dance studio. And then I got to substitute teach some really cute kids. Oh my gosh, so normally I teach kids who are like teens, like preteen, teenagers. But yesterday I got to teach some like little kids. And I found that since having my own child, I just see his little face in every little child, and like that innocence. And not that I didn't like teaching kids before, because I did, and I've taught like youngins, but there's just something now where I just see them and I'm like, oh my god, I see little Hugo in each and every one of you. It's just so interesting. So it was so fun, and I taught kindergartners, and it's so wild too to see like kindergartners to first graders. You wouldn't think there would be a huge difference, but their little faces, like first, second graders, they're still young and they still have that like very like innocent energy about them. But kindergartners still have the baby chub and like the baby faces. They look like little babies who are like turning into children. Does that make sense? It was so cute. But I was like screaming over the music because I find that with kids, like, and if any of you guys teach kids or teach in general, maybe, I mean, if you taught in a school, you wouldn't necessarily have to be like screaming over loud music, but I found that my like voice is kind of gone today because with children, I just like, I'm talking nonstop to keep their attention. And I find like the second I stop talking, they tend to get a little distracted. So I'm like constantly motivating them, constantly telling them they're doing a good job and like giving them corrections, but then like trying to like keep them focused. And so by the end of the 2 classes, my voice was like, oh my gosh, so tired. And with my older kids, like I don't have to do that. So yeah, it was fun. And today's Friday. Oh my gosh, happy Friday. It's sitting in front of my mirror. It's a little after 8, and I'm a little unsure about what we're gonna do today because of timing. Hugo last night actually slept in his own room and didn't wake up until 5 a.m., which is huge because normally what he's been doing is waking up at like 2, and then Jeff or I will go into his room, lay down with him, and either stay there or we'll then come back, and it's like a back and forth thing all night. But last night he slept till 5, which is huge because normally he wakes up at 6. So it was like practically him sleeping through the entire night. That was awesome. But which being that he like sort of woke up around 5 and then kind of went back to sleep until about 5:30 and then was up for the day, he'll need a earlier nap today. So I'm hoping that he can take an earlier nap and then be up in time for us to head out and go to a gym class. But we'll play it by ear. It's also like really cold out today, so we'll see. Okay, Hugo's napping. I just did one of the Fitness Marshall's like dance workouts. It was like really hard. It was only like 2 minutes. I'm gonna do another one, and it's exhausting, but that's good. I'm working out. Oh my goodness. So Hugo really wanted to go outside. I don't blame him. He was feeling a little stir crazy, and so I got us dressed and we walked to the mailbox and back. It's freezing out. Oh my gosh, it's like your face hurts cold. Like not just like, oh, it's chilly. It's like, oh, my face is actually hurting. And that sort of cold where like it's so cold outside, the second you walk in, you're just drenched in sweat because your body's like working so hard to keep you warm. Oh, Hugo's getting his dinner. He's having sweet potatoes and some vegan chicken scallopini. And it's like 5:15. We ended up, oh my gosh, so after we got in from the walk, I say like the walk as if we went really far. We just hung out. Hugo started watching The Lion Guard, which we watched the pilot before because that was on YouTube. And it's so cute, but there was a little bit of time there where he wasn't into The Lion Guard, so we didn't watch it. But we restarted it and he seems to like it, so that's good. And my mom is thinking, she said she might come over, so that would be nice to see her for a little bit before he goes to bed. And yeah, I'm like, okay, so I mentioned on Instagram that I was in the market, or I wanted to start like a new motivational book. I love motivational books. I've read a lot of them, and they just put me in a really good headspace. And I was feeling like it being the new year just wasn't enough. Like I just was feeling like I needed some encouragement. And so I put a little sticker on Instagram and asked you guys for some of your favorite motivational books. And a lot of you gave me like some of the greatest options. So thank you for that. And they're all on my like to read list. And I saved all of your responses. But I was like in this headspace of like, well, I really don't want to go out and buy a new book. We have so many books here, and like I'm trying really hard. You guys know I'm trying really hard to save money and just not spend impulsively or frivolously. And so I went into the room and I just felt like called to, and I don't know if you guys feel like this too, like when you're looking for a new book to read and you just feel called to one, like you just feel like, yeah, that's the book I want to read. So anyway, I picked up You're a Badass by Jen Sincero, which I'd read before. And I didn't like love it the first time, or maybe I did, I don't know. I guess it just didn't make a huge impression on me. Anyway, I felt called to read that book, so I started reading it. And 3-4 chapters in, I already feel like so much better. It just sometimes is so nice to hear somebody else motivate you and inspire you. And I read it earlier today, and already like 2 amazing things have happened. One is like a potential brand sponsorship, and now I get a lot of emails from different brands asking to collaborate, and I would say like 90% of the time it just either A, it's not a good fit, B, I've never like used their products and it doesn't make sense for me to try them out and then review them, or I just like never hear from them again. But today I got an email from a brand that I've mentioned on my channel before. I've made like whole videos about their products. Like I really love them, and so that was so cool. And I mean, it's preliminary. I don't even know if anything's gonna come of it. But just the fact that, oh, Hugo's sticking his fingies in the ketchup. Just the fact that that happened was really cool. And then I randomly received a
a $20 promotional gift card from Nordstrom Rack. I ordered some Christmas presents from Nordstrom Rack and like joined their email list, and you know, it was just like another email in like the slew of promotional, not so much promotional, but just like, you know, like emails that you get. You go, don't stick your fingies in the ketchup. Just like emails you get from, you know, like company store emails. But I actually like looked at it and was like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. This is a $20 gift card to Nordstrom Rack. So I was able to buy myself a tank top, a new tank top, which is like, you know, it's just so random. And like, it's not, you know, someone might think like, oh, that's not a big deal. Like a tank top, great. But like, as a tank top I didn't have before. And like, it's a new shirt. You know, I love shopping. I love clothes, but I'm not looking to like spend all my money. And I haven't like really gone shopping for myself in so long. And like, how nice to just like randomly get a free $20 gift card, you know? So anyway, I just thought that was so cool. And you know, it doesn't even have to be like, it doesn't even have to be money based or career based. Like it can be anything. And like that's what I'm trying to teach myself and really trying to open myself to, the idea that like abundance can come in any form. And I'm such like a one-track minded person, and I can get really in my head about things, and really like I can put my blinders onto everything else. And my big struggle is always thinking there's only one way I can achieve my goals, and only one way that I can feel happy, and only one way that I can be successful, whatever that means. And I'm trying to like really take down those boundaries and take down those walls. And I think just like celebrating little things like today, and like yesterday, finding out we're going to Arizona and getting to teach those extra classes, making a few extra bucks. Like, you know, it's just like little things like that. Like I need to celebrate more and be grateful for and practice gratitude and just being present and stuff. So anyway, that was fun, and I just wanted to share that with you in case you're in a similar situation where like you're excited by the new year, but you're feeling like a little bit stuck in a rut. Anyway, I'm going to end this weekly vlog here because I feel like all the clips I took this week are like 4 or 5 minutes long. And I want to respect your time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, I haven't taken my prenatals today, but I did take them yesterday. Didn't have any issues. So I'm just going to say that it was because I hadn't really eaten anything. I'm going to take them tonight after dinner. I'm thinking it was because I didn't really eat anything in my day in the life video, which is why I think I had the reaction. Anyway, just like wanted to give that update on that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. You want to say bye? What's happening?